you need some fresh mutton oil for your sausages, broths, and salads,
You do.
wait no longer. Because
Now.
we're here to bring you these brand new sheep squeezers. You take these sheep squeezers and squeeze your sheep, you'll have mutton oil for days, weeks, months, even years.
Welcome to another episode, of 3 Minute Critics. I might be Eric.
I'm definitely Tony.
Yeah, he is.
Today,
What?
on 3 Minute Critics, we are going to be reviewing the 2004 film $1 Million Baby.
That's a lot of millions.
It's a lot of millions. Rated PG-13. This one starred Clint Eastwood, Hilary Swank, Morgan Freeman, and was directed by Clint Eastwood.
He's the same guy who was starring in it.
He is both. Eric, tell me a little bit about this film.
My pleasure. Frankie Dunn, played by Clint Eastwood, is an ill-tempered veteran boxing trainer whose only close relationship is his old friend and associate, Eddie Scrap Iron Dupree, played by Morgan Freeman.
Mr. Dupree.
When Maggie Fitzgerald, played by Hilary Swank, arrives in Frankie's gym seeking his tutelage, he is reluctant to train the young woman who, like himself, is short on family relationships.
Yeah.
Eventually, he relents, and the two make a run for the title and form a bond that will irrevocably change them both forever.
Irrevocably.
Imagine that. Well, let's
Irrevocably.
chat about it. You want to chat about this? Let's talk about it.
Let's put 3 minutes on the clock.
Why not?
Because that's what we do.
And it works with the title, 3 minutes. Okay. Tony, your thoughts on $1 Million Baby?
This is an interesting film because it starts off like it's going to be another Rocky Karate Kid. I don't want to train you. You have to train me. I don't want to train you. You have to train me.
Like you've seen it all before.
All right, fine, I'll train you. And yes, we've seen it all before, but then it takes some hard turns, and it really behaves quite differently. And there are
It's very unique.
It's very unique. And man, is Hilary Swank good in this film.
And that's why she deserved the
Oscar, which
and
she won for this film, and Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman also an amazing...
Also won the Oscar,
and the film
Clint
itself.
won for Best Director.
Yeah.
And it is well directed. It's really well put together. It's a very unique story. It's sort of, and I think that setup where you think it's going to be the same old setup.
It pulls you in to be what has come before, and then it takes turns.
You have this sort of ethical, moral confusion. You have really deep characters that are unlikely allies.
Right, so like we say, Clint Eastwood, he's an old boxing trainer, and he doesn't want to take on a girl boxer, but he winds up... He was training a champ, and then he lost the champ. He wasn't...
went to a different manager.
Manager. And he takes a chance on Maggie, and...
Swanky.
And does an amazing job, and all sorts of... I mean, there's a lot of funny parts of this movie. There's a lot of tragic parts of this movie.
I don't remember one funny part.
A lot. What? Are you kidding me?
I mean, there's some...
No, there's some
I'm not kidding you at all.
There's
great... funny in this movie?
Yes, there's some great lines between Clint Eastwood and Morgan Freeman that are hilarious.
I don't think there's one hilarious line in this movie. I think they might be clever, interesting,
clever and
enjoyable.
interesting. I
liked watching them.
It wasn't a comedy.
Enjoyed the dialogue.
Yes.
Funny, I would never have chose.
Well, I thought there were some...
It's good.
Good moments
It's quite good, yes. Morgan Freeman. Let's talk about this relationship Morgan Freeman, Clint Eastwood have. They have a great rapport on camera.
They do.
They really work together very, very well.
Did a great job in Unforgiven.
And just like in Unforgiven, you believe that they have this history together, and it works great.
That's a good point. All of these characters are very believable. The whole story is very believable. I also think, talking about Morgan Freeman for a second, whenever he does a voiceover for a movie like he does in this movie and in Shawshank, it really adds so much depth to the story.
You know, I could have done without it.
No. I think it's really important that it's in there. Also,
I'm not sure I loved it.
And I think one thing that has to be said, at least for me in this movie, is the use of lighting. Clint Eastwood, in a lot of the dark shots, he puts just a little bit of light, like he was walking in to talk to Maggie and you can't see his face.
Yes, and then you have the scene with him and Morgan Freeman towards the end where you barely see them, and it's nicely lit. He's He's got a good
so
sense of
well
cinematography.
put together, very visually striking, and that's
striking.
audibly striking. That's the car horn.
It is.
Not enough time to really talk about this.
No, there's a lot going on in this film, and it's definitely worth a view. Eric, tell us what you think of this film in the way of a 5-star rating.
Oh, because that's how we do this. 5-star. Well, so many good things to me about this, and I think it was very deserving of Best Picture and the whole cast for their awards as well. Great story. Starts off, like Tony said, you kind of think you know what's going to go on, takes some great twists and turns. Big roller coaster ride all throughout, and just brilliant story, brilliant acting. I love this film in so many ways. 4.5 out of 5 stars.
Wow.
Yeah, I really think this lives up to the hype. It's one of the better sports movies I've ever seen. Tony.
It's a sports movie?
Boxing is a sport.
Okay. 4.5 stars. I mostly agree with that. There's one thing that really bothered me in this film.
Oh, tell me.
The music. I did not like the music.
You know who did the music?
I think Clint did.
He did.
Music.
I didn't. It didn't really.
Sorry, Clint.
Yeah, it didn't really.
I'm only comfortable saying that now because he's 90, and I feel like I could bob and weave if he came after me.
No, you'd still lose.
I'd probably still lose. But
didn't love the music.
But everything else he did in this film, I really appreciated. His acting, his directing, really wonderful. Hilary Swank, incredible. And the thing I like about this film the most is the way it tells an unconventional story that really leaves you after the film is over thinking, asking questions, and with tons of fodder for conversation. So this is definitely a film to check out. I give this film 4 stars.
Strong.
Very strong.
It's a strong film.
Really,
strong sports film.
Really. I'm not going to call it a sports film. It's not a sports film.
Sport.
Whatever
to you. Sport. We will have to teach him about sports.
I understand sports. Okay. I know that boxing is a sport. This is not a sports film. All right, do your ending thing.
Okay.
Like us. Do the other comments.
I'm going to do it.
Subscribe. We like you. Come back. God. Sports film.
He said it all. So all I'm going to say is thanks for watching. And until next time, we are the 3-Minute
Critics. Sheep squeezers.
Sheep squeezers.